Are you tired of watching a huge slice of your rental income go straight to platforms like Airbnb or Booking.com? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the top 5 strategies to help you take back control, boost your profits, and build a rental business that is truly yours. Let's dive in.
First things first, just how big is this opportunity? I mean, is it even worth the effort? We'll take a look at this. Right now, in the US market alone, direct bookings make up about a third of all vacation rental bookings. That's a massive and growing slice of the pie, and it proves that travelers are actively looking for ways to book outside of those big platforms. And this quote? It just perfectly captures the mindset of a savvy traveler today, right? They might find your property on a big platform, but then what do? They go searching for you directly because they're hoping for a better deal or maybe a more personal experience. This is the exact trend that we're going to learn how to capitalize on. So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with why escaping this OTA maze is so critical in the first place. Then we'll get into the 5 core strategies: building your website, mastering your organic reach, turning repeat guests into your biggest fans, using paid ads wisely, and finally, tying it all together to build your own independent brand. So what's the big deal with these online travel agencies, or OTAs anyway? Well, it really boils down to this. They take these huge commissions, they control all the guest data, which is your data, and they put themselves right between you and your customers. Direct bookings, they put the power and the profit right back where it belongs, with you. These are the 5 pillars of our whole direct booking strategy. I want you to think of them as a compounding system, Each step builds on the last one, and together they create this powerful engine that gradually frees you from having to rely on those big platforms. So let's jump into the first and, honestly, the most foundational strategy of them all. Okay, our first core strategy: building your own branded website. This is completely non-negotiable. It's your digital storefront, it's the central hub for every single direct booking you're ever going to get, and it's where you really establish your credibility and take full control of your business. Now, to get somebody to pull out their credit card and book directly on your site, it has to feel just as trustworthy as Airbnb. So put yourself in their shoes for a second. Professional photos prove the quality, right? Guest reviews give you that social proof. Clear policies take away any uncertainty. And a really simple, mobile-friendly booking process just makes it easy. Every single one of these elements is designed to make them feel safe and confident when they hit that Book Now button.
Now, here's a really cool thing. Your website can actually work with the big platforms. It's called the billboard effect. A guest discovers your place on an OTA, but then they pop open Google and search for your unique property name, something like the Bluebird Cabin, hoping to find your personal site and book direct. This is exactly why having a distinct brand for your property is so important. Okay, on to our second strategy. You've got this amazing website, now what? How do people actually find it? We're going to focus on the organic or free methods first. That's search engine optimization and social media. SEO, I know it might sound really technical, but the concept is actually pretty simple. It's just about helping Google understand what your property is all about. Look, you're not going to compete for a search like Paris apartment, right? But you can absolutely dominate a search for pet-friendly cabin near Asheville with a hot tub. That is the power of targeting those really specific long-tail keywords. And on the social media side of things, it's all about picking the right tool for the job. Instagram is your visual playground. It's perfect for those stunning photos and video tours that just make people want to travel. Facebook, on the other hand, is amazing for building a community, sharing local guides, and reaching different groups of people. The key really is to tell your property's unique story. Our third strategy? This one is a total game changer. Your happiest customers are, without a doubt, your most powerful marketing asset. This is all about turning those past guests into a reliable, low-cost, and super high-trust source of direct bookings. And hey, if you need proof, just look at this number. For every single dollar spent on email marketing in the hospitality world, the average return is $36. 36! That is exactly why collecting guest emails is one of the highest return activities you can possibly do. And it costs next to nothing to get started. So how do you actually put this into action? Well, a simple referral program just like this works wonders. You email a past guest with a special code for them to share. Their friend gets a discount for booking directly with you, and then you reward the original guest with a credit for their next trip. I mean, everybody wins, and you just got a brand new direct booking from a trusted recommendation. All right, let's move on to our fourth strategy: paid advertising. And I want to be crystal clear here. This is a tool you have to use with caution. It's meant to supplement your organic growth, not replace it, especially when you're just starting out.
Paid ads are really a double-edged sword. On one hand, yeah, they can deliver targeted traffic to your site almost instantly. But on the other hand, they can also become, as our sources put it, a beast that drains your budget if you don't have a really clear plan and the know-how to manage them effectively. So, how do all of these different pieces fit together? Well, that brings us to our fifth and final strategy, consciously building your brand. See, it's not about just doing one of these things. It's about combining the first four strategies to create this self-sustaining cycle of success. And this is that virtuous cycle in action. An OTA might bring you your very first guest, but it's your amazing hospitality and a simple follow-up email with a direct booking discount that turns them into a repeat customer. Then they refer their friends, and all the while, your website and social media are out there attracting brand new guests who are bypassing the OTAs completely. See how it works? And that really brings us to the final question you should be asking yourself. Using these strategies is all about a fundamental shift in your mindset. It's the difference between being just another listing on a super crowded platform and building a true, independent, and much more profitable hospitality brand.